Eventually, two dolphins got really smart and figured out how to do electricity. The premise of what I saw before was, again, it was an ad I accidentally found on YouTube when I was going to search YouTube something else. It was an hour long. I figured, oh, I'll give it a couple seconds. Why would there be an hour-long ad? It turned out to be this really cool video about the origins of human history. And I guess because they were able, if those tablets do in fact exist, that they found recently, that I know nothing about, and they were able to take them out and they were able to know all these things about our past, and that it would stand to reason that we continue to find out more information from these tablets as we are able to decrypt them. And in that video, they kind of sum it up in a really cool way. But that video is not, it's not just a story that I feel like it's because it's a cartoon and because it simplifies things. It's like I associate it with, He-Man or Star Wars or some other cartoon that would kind of, oh, this is probably what happened. Whereas this story keeps, every time they bring in something new, every time they bring in a new concept, these people that exist here, these people that exist there, and the chakra and this and that, they're constantly bringing it back to today's day and age, why we still have this, why we still see these monuments and books that notable people have written based on this belief system. The video itself, it's an hour long, and as crazy as some of the fucking things get, it's a possibility that it happened. I mean, right now we live in, we're seeing weird shit every day. My parents, if
we're so brainwashed today, man, it's fucking crazy, man. Like, it's, we're told what to think, what to believe. It's not an open society. It's changing. And I guess this is kind of related, but I read this article this week that these scientists from an American university, which I had never heard about, so the human DNA is made up of, the genome, right? And it's like that double helix.
Yeah.
So it's 4 base pair. So basically it's like there's A, B, C, D, and they like interact, right? So basically that's like you could call it the language of all living things, right?
Okay.
It's this base pair, right? A, B, C, D, and the double helix.
I think someone at one point explained the genome thing, probably at school.
So
I was in.
So they decoded it a few years ago, maybe up to 5 now. So they basically took it apart and they finally mapped it, you could say.
They mapped the human genome.
Yes.
Okay.
And so now this university actually added 2 more to the base. So basically they've created what took evolution like billions of years to create. They did it like in a lab. And so basically and it successfully mutated. So when a cell mutates, if there's say any damage or anything to to any part of DNA, there's a bunch of different receptors, right? And if there's damage to that, when it replicates, and they just keep replicating, right, to continue living, it'll actually bring that over. So when the cell mutated, it actually brought the second base pair, which is fascinating. So basically, so now they're going to program it essentially to have functions, right? And it's going to need enzymes to feed it and all this. So it's fucking fascinating. So basically that literally, we just created the next evolution of life.
Now, does that make us gods? Because religious people who
absolutely
well, yeah, as far as the term God goes, I mean, we've evolved to this point because of something. If a white pig and a black pig fuck, they've become God because they've created a great pig.
But we've created a whole think of all the life on
ourselves. So because it's a natural thing. If you look at this planet and say, oh shit, this thing happened. Eventually, two dolphins got really smart and figured out how to do electricity.
Yeah. But the thing is
and we're figuring out stuff. And
every living thing on this planet right now has the same DNA. There's the 4 base pair. So we actually created a whole new language for building people.
Sorry, I missed that completely.
So we created a new language to build life. Essentially, that's what we did. We're like, well, you only have 4, and we just added 50% more. Nothing's programmed to do anything, but they wrote the language, so now they just have to write, the books and everything. Like, it's fucking fascinating, man. Like, they literally just, that's our evolution, man. That'll save us. Even if we all die and this, this new DNA has a chance to at least get a foothold, it will be the next incarnation of the earth. Like, the beings that will come from this will be fucking, they'll probably look nothing like us. Like, we'll be like an ancient civilization.
If we're mapping the human genome, it's kind of like we're making computers and technology and robots. So we're going to make them kind of mimic us, but we'll make them inferior to us so that way we can continue to otherwise we'd be pretty stupid.
But that's an interesting conversation, and I used to maybe think differently.
We're not going to create stuff that's going to kick the shit out of us.
No, but
unless we can somehow profit.
But Bill, is that not evolution? I mean, if we merge with machine, is that not evolution?
It's a natural evolution. Sure it is. A white pig and a black pig, they've become God.